Actually, I haven't bombed in a few weeks.
Lucky you.
I know.
I bombed last week.
I'm knocking on wood here. I know. I'm setting myself up for failure, but I've had a good run for a while.
Yeah, you've been doing good.
The jokes have been hitting. So
I've loved seeing you expand on your jokes more on stage. You went on a run there of doing like the same stuff, which that's not a hit on you. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But I finally seeing you're going off like the notes.
Yeah.
And you're sort of you're like stretching. You're like doing 1-2 more things, and then you're like, all right, that's the joke. All right.
Yeah. No, it feels good. It's like it's like one or two sentences past where I thought the end of the joke was.
Yeah.
And I think it wasn't that Mark Norman.
Yeah, Mark Norman said trying to work a joke out is a lot like lifting weights. When you think you're done, like just try. He said just try to get like say 2 more lines. When you're done with the joke, just sit there in the awkward silence and just say like 2 more punchlines, 2 more setups, whatever.
And it works, man. It creates whole other tangents like on stage, or you could like tie it in with something that the guy that went on before you said, and it's just it opens up a whole bunch of possibilities. It's cool. It feels good to like watch yourself get better at something in real time.
Yeah, and it's also how we
still be shit at it.
We record every show on camera.
Yeah.
But last week we just didn't bring the camera, and it was nice just to sit there and like watch you in real life as just a human, like because instead of looking at you through the camera lens.
Yeah.
It was cool just to like watch you without recording, but also like what you said on speaking on something that the previous guy said. That's how I love to open every set I do.
Yeah.
Every set I do, before I say any of my jokes, I will do something. I will say something that's like that gets people like we're in this room right now and we're all sitting here and it's like I try to get them present. I can't just go up there and be like, "How you doing? I'm Ryan." Hey, so you fucking, airplanes are weird, right? I gotta be like, hey, this guy said that thing about that. Well, how about this about that? And then they go, he listened, and I was like, okay, now my jokes. But
yeah, sometimes it's tough to get like the first words out.
Yeah,
especially if it's like a bad mic. Oh, dude, we've been to bad mics where it's like. Mics. Like you're fifth on the line, and the first 4 people just bomb, and you're like,
"What can I do with this? You're giving me nothing here. What am I supposed to do?"
And then you go up and bomb, and you're like, "Oh, fuck."
Yeah.
I will say it is rare, even for like open mics. It's rare. It's a rare night when like everybody bombs. There's usually like 1 or 2 people. And it's never always you as an open micer, but there's always 1 or 2 people that like knock it out of the park. It gives you a little bit of hope. You're like, oh, that guy was funny.
Yeah,
that guy was seriously funny. Maybe I could get there, if I just keep working at it.
Yeah.
But dude, once in a blue bloody moon, there's that bomb mic where everyone just goes up and eats shit one after another.
That was that mic last week when it was just the all guys. It was a mic, I won't say where, but it was a mic, and it was just all guys, and we were all had to have been around the same age.
Yeah.
And just none of us were in a good mood, probably just because we're guys and we just got off work.
Well, also the other thing was like it was like demographically, like we were all coming from the same place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There wasn't like a
cool like, hey, I could say this, and that would make the crowd be like, whoa.
Yeah, no, it was everybody was teeing off at the same tee box.
Yeah.
It was we had like too much in common, but just by random roll of the dice.
Yeah.
You know?
And we were all just like, we're all just a bunch of guys in a room right now.
Yeah.
And I fucking bombed that night. Also, it didn't help that I pulled out an old gem of a joke that didn't go very well.
Kid, you need to retire that.
I'd see what's happened. I did retire that joke.
Good.
There's a certain joke that I used to do. I'll say used to do now.
Good.
There's a certain joke I used to do about, what goes in a toilet.
And Ryan, how many times did you do this bit on stage? How many double-digit times did you do this bit on stage until you decided maybe after getting 0 laughs double-digit times, I'm going to stop this?
I have done this particular joke, I would say, few times. You know,
No.
handful of times.
You mean 2 handfuls.
Okay, look, I've really tried to get this joke to work, and it never has, and it didn't last week. But here's what happened: I retired.
Wait! You mean like it didn't the 12 before?
Okay, so it's the joke's never actually worked, and it's been silenced the whole time. And here's what I retired the joke because it just doesn't.
Can you retire something that was just dead the whole time?
No,
That'd be like retiring a corpse.
I took that joke and
you retire?
I lifted it up into the rafters like like an old jersey from a guy who doesn't play anymore.
Oh yeah, and then did you light it on fire because it was trash?
Nope, I should have though.
You should.
I should have though. And in the heat of the moment, mid set, I panicked and I thought maybe this joke will work. And I pulled it down. I dusted it off, and I did it. And that particular time was the worst bombing I ever had with that joke. It was silence, and I have it on recording. Maybe I'll release it one day. But it was a minute of just pure silence. All you could hear is me talking
and creaking chairs
and people going,
ugh. Because they were in awe. They were like,
Yeah.
I didn't think someone could bomb this hard.
I know, it was really
I didn't even think this was possible.
it was really bad.
It was bad. I was in the second row. I saw the whole thing.
Yeah,
Hell, I filmed it.
it was really bad.
Yeah.
And so instead of hanging that joke back up into the rafters, I buried the joke. I'll admit it. I buried the joke.
Good.
I don't think I'll ever do that joke again.
Hey.
Hey,
To never doing that joke again.
cheers. Maybe a couple more times.
What?